Well, Tony Parker, an excellent scorer. Creative finisher, certainly inside with a smooth pull-up jump shot from mid-range. Steve, when he gets in the lane, he is dynamite.
And he draws fouls at a very high rate for a point guard. He's so good at initiating contact and then forcing the officials to make a call. And what that does, it gets... Oh, look out, man!
Rim is shaken. It's not possible what we just said. Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner.
It's possible. Not
Holy
probable.
smokes.
It is possible. I don't know what all that meant, but you're right, Clark.
The pass to Adams. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession.
A nice play to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
Shot clock at 2. So it's the Spurs now. And San Antonio has possession. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And it was the role players in that game, Kevin, that really led the charge. You know, the guys who normally don't score a lot, they came in and really contributed.
A total team performance, Steve, the kind you need if you're going to win on the opponent's home floor.
Westbrook double team. He kicks it to Robertson. Adams, the pass to Westbrook. Banked in off the glass.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
I tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
Parker dishes to Duncan. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Green again. It's Westbrook. Outside Durant. Westbrook kicks to Durant. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ibaka. Count the bucket. Ibaka's got his first basket.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
Duncan with a screen on Westbrook. It's Parker with the drive. Leonard the pass to Parker. Kicks it to Duncan. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That is his first foul of the game. So it's San Antonio now. Parker, right side. Shot clock at 6. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Duncan misses.
Coach Scott Brooks of the Thunder, he's brought great stability to this organization. A lot of talent on this roster, but doesn't always fit in terms of their offensive flow. So yeah, the Thunder like to keep it pretty simple with their X's and O's.
It's Durant with the drive to the right side. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Boris Diaz checked in for Splitter. Bellinelli comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. And Scott Brooks, even when the Thunder were really a young team, was pretty open to getting input from his players, and they like that.
Yeah, I agree with you. And it's a collaborative style. And really a credit to Scott Brooks that he's secure enough with himself to allow his players to have that input. You know, engaging his players and keeping them invested. It's not easy for coaches to do when they're expected to always be in control and have the answers. And he's got some great team leaders, too, so it's a nice fit for that collaborative style.
Waiters no luck.
What was the defense doing there? He is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it. Well, you knew he'd win that race.
definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
Jackson dishes to Waiters. Perkins inside. Diaw's there. Outside Jackson. This one for three. San Antonio leading by 5. Ginobili outside. And stolen by Perkins. Outside Jackson. Now the feed to Morrow. Launches a 3. And that does it for the first quarter. Spurs lead. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, Clark and Steve. What have they been doing or not doing?
Solid first quarter for this club. They came out strong and they put together some nice momentum here.
Steve, I like the looks they've gotten on offense. A lot of good ones.
Boris Diaw, pretty unique player in the NBA. Came into the league as a passing point forward, but became a small forward and then really a 4. But he's a crafty passer and he can score a little bit from the outside. Very difficult player to go.
On the court for San Antonio. We've got Mills. Ginobili out there with Boris Diaw. Then it's Splitter. And it's Joseph in at the 2.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
Well, you don't see him miss that shot very often. When he's open like that, it's usually lights out.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Adams comes in for Kendrick Perkins. And it's Ibaka in for Dion Waiters. San Antonio also making some changes. Leonard, he's checked in for Ginobili. And it's Green in for Patty Mills. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, the Spurs, not necessarily a glamour franchise, but maybe the NBA's model franchise. The longest streak of 50-win seasons in league history, 5 championships, and a litany of former Spurs working as head coaches and GMs around the league. Tim Duncan said people aren't envious of their image, but they're envious of how they run things. They get it done, Kevin.
They sure do. An incredible run. Thanks, Doris. And the wide open shot from Green. No good from outside. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
And glide. And glide. You got to glide in and reverse it home. So sweet.
And Joseph kicks to Splitter. The 3. That doesn't go either for Green. Under trailing by 3.
What is insane about the Spurs and how successful they are as a franchise is that in their entire franchise history, they've only missed the playoffs 4 times. That is absolutely remarkable.
And Splitter pulls it down.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Oh, that's a frustrating one there. Easy look at the hoop.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. And the Thunder making a change here. Robertson's checked in. Parker's checked in for San Antonio. Westbrook passes to Morrow. Shoots a 3. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Morrow. Westbrook's got the game tied up here for the Thunder.
And with the Spurs in the playoffs, you can't even begin to think about a postseason without the Spurs being involved. Only 4 absences since 1876. That's incredible.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And you look at the numbers for this season, guys, from the free throw line, they're shooting 77%.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year, but just a tad worse, so not too bad.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Of course, with the Spurs, the last time they missed the playoffs, they drafted perhaps one of the best power forwards of all time in Tim Duncan.
Well, you know, he's a part of why they haven't missed the playoffs since. But the organization has run really well from top to bottom. And they deserve nothing but the success they've had since their inception because of that.
And Westbrook, here we go. And that one hits back iron. San Antonio's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Parker dishes to Duncan. Russell Westbrook with the rebound.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And that hard work on the boards needs to continue. That could be what swings this game eventually.
Outside Leonard. Dishes to Duncan. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Duncan's got his second basket. Westbrook kicks to Jackson. Back to Westbrook. It's stolen by Duncan. Outside Green. Good on the triple. And now a 6-point San Antonio lead.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jumpers.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Roberson. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Parker with it. He's coming off a 19-point game against Indiana.
And he really kept his head down, was drawing contact, getting himself to the line, played an aggressive game. That was a big-time help for him and his team.
Boy, he's just angling from the rim after sending it through there.
And that does it for the first half of play. It's the Spurs leading by 6. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Well, he created a lot of opportunities for himself in the first couple of quarters. And tell you what, he was smart with his shot making too. Really took good ones.
You know, points per shot attempted is really one of the undervalued stats in the game, and it's a real measurement of efficient scoring.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Thunder. Ran outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. Roberson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Adams in the center position.
Defensive foul.
You look at the Thunder, they're really the epitome of patience. Build through the draft model. Constructing a contender with consistency and just a solid approach every day. That's why they are year in and year out so tough to handle.
Parker releases from the wing and drills it. Parker's got the first basket of the third quarter for San Antonio. Westbrook drives in. Russell Westbrook, maybe the most athletic and explosive point guard ever to play in the NBA. As some people would say, what about you?
Well, you know, it's hard to say ever, but Russell Westbrook clearly plays with the kind of ferocity that I've not seen at the point guard position. The only guy that comes to mind is probably Derrick Rose prior to his injury. I think Westbrook's aggression, powering through contact, probably gives him the edge. I mean, he plays almost angry.
A lot of torque.
A lot of torque. Yeah. I mean, it's something to behold. I've not quite seen a guy at the point guard spot bring that kind of athleticism and speed and tenacity to the position.
Well, I like how you mentioned Rose because I would agree, and that's a great way to kind of figure out where he is when Rose is healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
The pre-injured Rose was...
He was right in that same category.
You got it. And the wide open shot from Green. From outside, off the mark. Westbrook passes to Ibaka. Westbrook double teamed. Pass to Roberson. Ibaka down low. Guarded by Green. Ibaka, no luck.
And Russell Westbrook, maybe the most explosive first step in the league. I mean, he doesn't just get an angle on his defender. He leaves them completely behind with a free run to launch all those shots around the rim.